Hi, I'm Todd with the Prepper website, and we're here out in the country, and we're on our property. It's completely off-grid. One of the things that has always bothered me is what would we do if we ran out of fuel to use the generators to get water out of the well. And so I think I've come up with a solution. I'm very happy to try this out. It's called the EarthStraw, and so I'm going to be taking some pictures. My video camera won't do the whole video, so I'm going to do this little intro, then I'll take pictures of the rest of the installation, and then we will take some video of the very end when we're pumping water out. Alright, here we go. This is what you see when you open up the box from EarthStraw. You saw the size of the box in the video before, so it's not very big, but most importantly it's not very heavy. It's only 17 pounds with all of that stuff in there. So EarthStraw comes in prefab in a couple of different lengths. So you have the 50-foot straw, the 100-foot straw, and then the 150-foot straw. My well is a deep water well, so it goes down to 225 feet, but my static water level line is 39. So they recommend that you go 10 feet. I wanted to be a little bit safer because here in Texas we have experienced the wells kind of going down. There's some places in Texas that just their wells have completely gone dry, and so I wanted to make sure that I had more than enough. So I asked for a 75-foot. I had a custom-made one. You can get that as well, a custom-made EarthStraw to go down about 75 feet into the well and to kind of cover all my bases. So there's the EarthStraw. It's red. You see that wand-looking thing? That's the actual pump that feeds into the straw once you get it, down to the well. The white box has accessories. If you get any accessories that come along with it, and then at the very end of the wand or the hand pump, you see a plastic bag, and that's where the handle is located there. So it's a very easy. It comes. What you don't see. Well, the instructions are there in the bag. So it's very easy to put together. Like I keep saying it, that a 10-year-old kid can put it together once you do it, once you get it set up, and once you show them how to do it. It's that easy. It's not hard. It's not difficult at all. Okay, this is a picture of my wellhead, and I wanted to include this in it because it's a little bit different than the video that you see that EarthStraw put out. This is a well seal, and so it's a little bit more difficult. To be honest with you, I am not very familiar with wells. My dad had some property in the past, and even it was far out into the country, but we were still on county property. So even back then, we didn't really have to deal with a well. So this is our first well and our first experience with it. We really didn't know what we were going to encounter. So that well head that you see on there is actually a well seal, and so the bolts that you see going around it, as you tighten those up, they actually press out a black ring, and so they make a tight seal around the well casing. But I wanted to kind of show you, because everyone's going to have a little bit different wellhead, and the thing about EarthStraw is that they've kind of worked through all these different scenarios, and if you're not sure, you can always call them and they can kind of help you through that. But one of the things is that they have all these different accessories that will help you to make sure that you install the EarthStraw in a way that will be beneficial to you and to your family. Okay, so this is our wellhead's off, or the well seal is off, and you kind of see, again, we're very inexperienced at this. One of the things that really turned me on about EarthStraw is that the installation isn't that hard. So when we were looking into what kind of deep well hand pumps are out there, they're very, very expensive, way out of our price range. Then they wanted all this other information, specific information that I really didn't know. I guess the well company that drilled the hole would have known, that drilled the well would have had all that information. But if you're working on a well that you're not sure who did the who drilled the well, you're going to have some issues there. You don't have that at all with the EarthStraw. But this is, again, this is the very first time that we ever used the EarthStraw. We unbolted a bunch of things that really didn't need to be unbolted, but this is what you see here. So we have the well casing, and what it is that chrome piece that you see up there on top. That fitting is connected to the submersible well pump that goes all the way down. And so we had to lift that up and put it out to the side to be able to drop the EarthStraw down into the well casing. And so that's what you see right there. So again, I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So we're very inexperienced when it comes to the wells. And so after speaking with EarthStraw, they do have a way to work with this. So I'm going to show you that accessory next. Okay, so this is one of the accessories that EarthStraw sells, and it is a drill or drill bit that you connect to your drill that will go ahead and put a hole in your casing the size of the EarthStraw. So it kind of all perfect there. So that's really one of the options that I have in my wellhead casing, is to go ahead and drill that hole in there. And then if I'm not leaving the EarthStraw attached, that little chrome plate right there would just fit in there and to keep it kind of covered up. So that's one of the options that I have there, so I don't have to just lift up the casing and set it off to the side. Okay, so again, this is another accessory along with drilling that hole. In order to hold the EarthStraw in that casing, you would need the gripper nut. And so this was something that would go into the casing, that would screw in there, and would hold the EarthStraw when you have it set up or deployed and ready to go. And again, this is another accessory that EarthStraw has come up with, and they sell on their website. Okay, so this is a picture of me putting the EarthStraw down the well casing. You don't see me straightening out the EarthStraw, and really you don't have to have it perfectly straight. And you can see there on the picture that it's not perfectly straight. But what you do want to just kind of take the bends out of the EarthStraw. And so I'm sending it down, and it didn't catch on anything. It went straight down with ease. So it's very easy to get down there. Okay, so I really wanted to show you this picture. EarthStraw sells well heads. So if you have a well and you don't have anything connected to it at all, you can install one of their well heads, and it has the hole for the EarthStraw, and everything's prefab for you. But in my case, I needed the casing clamp, and so if you'll notice right where the T is on the clamp, I kind of had to just do some on-site fixing up myself, because with I guess the piece that one of the pieces that they include on there was too thick for it to go around to the casing. So I just included a little piece of metal that we had laying around there and some of the construction that we were doing on our shelter, and put it in there, and it was fine. It was good to go. And so the next piece, you'll see the EarthStraw connected to the casing clamp. Okay, so at this point, you still see the casing clamp down there, and you see my little way that I work, my little workaround, I guess what I'm going to call it. And you have the EarthStraw wand in there, and then the nut is sitting right on there, and then right above, it's out of the picture, you see the handle. And so it's good to go. Right on this top center, I don't know if you can really see that, we have the little plastic straw kind of coming out, and that is the straw. And I didn't point that out when I showed you the box, the open box, but that is actually where the water comes out, and you're going to see that in the video here in just a second. All right, well, we're done. It took a little bit longer than the EarthStraw video that they show, just because our wellhead is a little bit different than what they have. And so we had to play with it and figure out what we had. And I hadn't done that before. Coming out to the country, I didn't pay that close attention to it. I guess if you're out there at your place, you know exactly what you have. And talking with the people at EarthStraw, you can take some pictures, you can show them exactly what you have, and they can walk you through that. But anyway, so we got it working out. It wasn't that hard, just read the instructions, get it done that way. And it took about, probably about 15, I don't know if you can see that water coming out. It took about 15 pushes and pulls to, I guess, get it primed, and then it's coming out. So here you go. You got water. And if we ever need to, we ever run out of fuel and we need the EarthStraw for emergencies, we have it. Like I said, it was very light to carry around, and we can deploy it pretty quickly now that we know what we're doing. It's ready to go. And so I hope you look into this if you need something like this for your homestead, for your property off grid. And if you look at the show notes or the notes right beneath the video, I will show you, or there'll be a link to a deal on EarthStraw, something that you might be interested in. All right, thanks a lot for watching. I wanted to leave you with just a few final thoughts. EarthStraw does come with this camouflage bag, and it's not so much to camouflage it from I guess other people seeing it, because they're going to see your tank and things like that. It's more just to kind of protect it from the elements there. So that does come with the EarthStraw. But also, I guess most importantly, and I didn't point this out earlier, is that EarthStraw, if you decide to leave it up and deployed all the time, it does come with freeze protection. So from the very top down, there's 10 feet that that automatically drain down back into the EarthStraw. So it goes below the freezing line. And so if you leave it, if you're in an area where it does freeze, you can be assured that EarthStraw is not going to freeze up on you and bust. So you have that protection as well. All right. So in the next piece that you're going to see the coupon code and a direct link to EarthStraw, so you can check it out for yourself. I think you're going to find that it is a very affordable solution to anyone who has a well. And again, it's just not for your specific well. If you ever have to, if you leave and you move to another place that has a well, you can take your EarthStraw with you. You can, if you need to adjust it, if you need to cut it back, you can always do that as well. There's just so many things that you can do with it. And it's just not, I know that in the video, you got to excuse that video. I was very, very hot, 100 plus degree heat out here in Texas at the time that we shot that video. And I said that it was for your off-grid, your retreat or whatever. It's actually this product, EarthStraw, is for anyone who owns a well, because at any time you might have a backup, you might have generators that your well can run off, but eventually that fuel's going to run out. Eventually, even if you've got a propane generator, whatever, that goes, eventually that's going to go as well. And so, or break down. I mean, that happens quite a bit with generators that aren't serviced on a regular basis. If that happens, can you get to your water? And the water, again, for me, it's always been the most important thing. And with this EarthStraw, I feel just a little bit more secure with my, having my family out there in the country and knowing that they can always have water, clean, safe water if they needed it. Lastly, I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you have any questions about the EarthStraw, feel free to leave them in the comments section or send me an email. If I can answer them with my experience, I will. If I can't, I will contact EarthStraw and try to get an answer for you. Again, the coupon code, the 5% off of EarthStraw is coming up with the direct link. And so, again, thanks for watching, and I wish you the best.